This project is about making the King George V Park better for the community.
The project that myself and Karen have been working on is to do some placemaking with young people at Whitburn Academy to allow them to kind of lead the process of finding out how people in the local community would like to improve the park.
I got involved in the project to try and help the community and try and make the park a safer and better place for the community.
And I wanted to improve the park for the use of other people.
The park includes 4 football fields and worn down AstroTurf, really bad changing facilities and a play park, which is nice.
Well, at first we went to the park to see what it was like, and then we came back and we did maps of it, and we made up surveys and wrote down our own ideas and made posters and that, and then we had the people in the park at the park last week, and people came and done surveys and we were drawing maps of what we want it to look like.
We've been looking at the layout of the park at the moment, and we're planning on going to see people on the streets and see what they're wanting done with.
We're just going round with some surveys and asking some people some questions about what they would like for the park down the road, and just getting them to answer the questions on their views.
Right, are you a parent? If yes, would you let your child or grandchild go to the park with themselves? No. No? Well, can I ask you why?
Too many irresponsible youth doing that.
Do you have a dog, and if you do you walk it there?
I have a dog, but we have walked it there in the past, but we don't generally.
Would you prefer a path instead of walking on grass?
In the winter time I prefer a path.
We're going to hold an open day down at the park, and it's called People in the Park. We're going to help people to see what they're wanting and everything like that.
Today we are surveying people at the park to get their ideas on what they would like to see in the park.
We want people to know what people would like to change about the park and what it's like and what improvements we'd like to make.
I think it's brilliant. It's not very often that children get an input into what they want in their area, so I think it's a really good opportunity for people to listen to see what they really want to do. I think it's really good.
Aye, it's got not bad. We've had a few surveys done. I think there's a lot of people want surveyed as well, so aye, not bad. What would you change to make it better?
What would you change to make it better? Well, I would improve the changing rooms for a start. I would have more play facilities for the children.
How would you rate the facilities in the park? Very good, satisfactory, or cool?
I think it's went well, and we've got quite a lot of feedback for it, so we can work on the park better than what we're doing before.
It's been really good to have the climate change aspect in as well, and to ask people what kinds of things they'd like to do to lessen the effects of climate change or to cope with climate change in the future. And we've had some good discussions today about that whole aspect of the park improvements as well, so that's been really good.
Well, we asked people what they'd want to do to help climate change, and some people said solar panels on the pavilion, and somebody even said a mini wind turbine in the open space and more trees and stuff like that.
I think we should use environmental friendly materials so that they won't make everything go horrible.
I did this thing that I gained the idea from when we done the interviews. There was someone from the council that told us about solar bins. It's a bin that crushes down all the rubbish, and then it empties it 4 times, and then you have to take all the leftovers from that and then take it to wherever you would take it.
I think the young people are amazing. They're very confident, they're very articulate. They do things that I would never dreamt of doing at their age. They've no problems going up and asking people questions. I think they've brought their own unique creativity to the process, and I think it's been a great opportunity to get a different perspective on how potentially the park could be used.
I think the council choosing to use young people for the project was a good idea, because it's mainly young people that go out to the parks because their age is younger people need their parents and that, so I thought it was a good idea.
I feel that the process of this has been very good, as it's took our view and it's been added into the park as it is. We'll be the ones that mainly use this park and it gets our view across.
I think it's went really well because we got a lot of feedback and that of people in the park, and we also got feedback from people like my age in the school and up the street. I've learned that you can do like a bit more for climate change, and also that like there was more to the park than what I thought, and there's more things that you could add to it.
I've learned that there's a lot of changes you can make in a small area. You can put a lot of things into like a small area of land to make it better.
I thought it was quite fun going along to the park and hosting people in the park to get like people's points and that, so we could actually talk to people about what we were going to do and like say how we were going to change the park.
I think I've maybe gained confidence in talking to people, because doing the surveys and talking to people in the park and that has been quite helpful to find their views in that. I think I learned to be more confident. We're trying to make the park a better environment for everybody. Trying to make it more environmentally friendly, put more stuff in for all ages of children.
Well, we're trying to change things like the changing rooms to make them bigger and better, basically. And we're thinking about putting some paths in for dog walkers, so they've got somewhere to walk instead of walking on the grass all the time to walk their dogs.
I'd like to see it safer to go at night time, especially for folk our age, because they're all drinking and all of that.
There's only like a big climbing train just now, so like a smaller one so that younger children can play on that.
The result of what they present to the council will be acted upon, and that the council will carry out improvements taking into account what the young people and their consultation with the wider community have suggested.